The first rule of the back of builds. We never talk about the back of builds. Not gonna lie, I think I'm going slightly insane. Welcome back everybody to Raccoon City. I hope you're all doing well. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, the RPD is finally complete. Oh my goodness, what an absolute pain in the backside this building has been. And as you can see, I apologise, look how choppy this is. So we had an update drop yesterday, and I do not know what it's done, but my frame rate is just dropped. It has plummeted to below low. I think what may have to happen is I may have to go around and get rid of some of the entities, such as the paintings, maybe replace them with signs. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do about this. I'm hoping it's just a temporary bug and they're going to fix it. But one of the updates that did come, now I don't know whether you have this issue on the other consoles, but I'm on Xbox One and we've never been able to use black concrete in the fill command, or any concrete for that matter. So I'm actually really glad that that has now been added, because I use a lot of black concrete. I'll not go through the entire RPD, but look at it. I mean, you've all seen this bit already before, but it's finally done. I've now managed to incorporate those new light blocks that I've discovered, well, was introduced to, along with these two today, the allow block and the deny block. Apparently one allows you to put blocks on, the other one doesn't allow you to put blocks on it. All I see are two fancy looking crates. So the last time we were down here in the basement, I was having a few issues with regards to one of these rooms, and you got very close to my face there. And that was the mortician's room, the autopsy room. And this was the design I settled on in the end. Not really much I can do with it. I might try and find a way of incorporating some zombies onto the floor. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but so far this is the colour scheme I decided to go with. The alleyway down here is now fully completed, and obviously incorporates back up to the ceiling. Down here is also done, along with this tiny little storeroom here. Okay, look at the frame rates, I do apologise. That is something they really need to sort out. Tiny little pokey hole you could squeeze through with Sherry. You didn't see that. You didn't see any of that. Now, I don't know if I showed you this in the last video, but we now have the power room. That is completely done. There's probably just a few little items I need to scatter about. I think there's handgun bullets and potentially a red herb there. Across here, this button eventually will be removed and placed in the morgue. And that will be a key card you can get to place on here. In here, we've got ammunition. Eventually pink blocks will be magnum ammo, which is just slightly more powerful. It's just an arrow with an effect, so I think it's got wither 2 on it. Coming through here, we've got the car park completely finished. There's probably a little bit of texturing I probably could do with doing on some of the walls. I have done a little bit of texturing here and there. It's just with mud block, there's not really that much of a comparative colour. Also, this area, oh, I left that broken. This now leads, I also left this broken. Now still leads up to the car park. So I'm finally starting to get some areas of the build to actually line up now. It is taking a bit of work, but we are getting there. Through here, we've got the corridor that leads through to the cells and to the kennels. I now have this. Yes, I'm learning command blocks. And here we've got the first prison cell, and here's the second one. And at some point we're going to incorporate Ben Bertolucci in there, and a crowbar item in there. That doesn't reset. I have to reset that manually, but once it's done, it's done. And we have the kennels. I did not want to use the trapdoors for grates along the floor because they looked a bit too big. So these are just armor stands with chainmail helmets on, dropped into the ground, and then just a slab pushed on top of them with pistons, as that doesn't break them. So here we've got a nice little the nice little sink. That's the mop and bucket. Yep. Down here, this may get a bit dark down here, but we have the sewers. And I will eventually get spiders to be able to spawn in here. Get them scooting along the walls and floors. I might even go for cave spiders so they have the poison effect. Oh, I haven't put the door on. But we're out of the RPD now. The RPD is done. So now that we're into the sewer system, I've got this little storeroom here to do. Where you encounter G1. Right there. And here is where you'd send Ada. And obviously she would come through here. Into this area. And this is where I'm currently up to with regards to the build. It's taken a while, and I've had to do a bit of cheating because obviously the way the builds line up, that sewer actually leads underground, but technically it would actually bring you up through the floor of the RPD. So instead, I'm moving it back here just to add some extra buildings out onto the streets, just to fill them out a little bit. Why is there a hole in my ground? I have also tweaked a few other little areas, just adding the odd command block in here and there. The one I'll show you now is the one for the clock tower, where you would get the king plug as Leon, when I can find the little hole. There's the little hole. Uh-oh, I may have to break things. I'm going to have to break things. Let's have a look. Break. There we go. So you come up here, normally you'd pick up the king plug and then there'd be a vent shaft here and you'd have the option to drop through, which would take you down into the corridor next to the car park, and with a simple boop, there we are, down here back into the car parking area. All these little details that are just going to be added probably later date, due to the fact that I need to concentrate on getting the builds done. I've just repaired my PlayStation 2 and I'm looking to play through the Outbreak series again, since I haven't played them in 14 years, I think. Something like that. Are you proud of me? I actually did the roofs. Oh. And there is one more thing I do want to show you, and first we'll boop this to nighttime. Why is it not working? Oh. We boop this. This area should now be set up ready. Okay. That's a lot more zombies than I programmed in. Ah. And obviously if I wasn't in creative, they would all come piling out like that and come charging at me. But the gate is open, the barricade has fallen down, and that's just a nifty little add-on into the build. Thank you, Jurassic, for that. And then if we want to reset it, there we go. Is that everything I've done? I actually can't remember. I always forget to turn you off when I want it to be daytime. There, that's much better. One little thing I did actually want to share is, as I was going round, I noticed as you come through here, either with Leon or Claire, and you glance up, I was thinking, I've seen that building before, somewhere before. So I had a quick look back through on the playthrough, and sure enough, this building here that you can see in the background, where might you ask? I'll show you. Right here. Yep. If you look at the backdrop when you're playing the PlayStation 2 or GameCube version of Resident Evil 2, this backdrop building, whilst you're in this alley, is exactly the same as the other one. Now, I don't want to knock on Resident Evil 2. It's a fantastic game. In fact, it's my favourite out of the entire series. But Capcom, please, surely you've got more backdrop images than that. Well, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. The city is coming along. The RPD is complete. And I really am looking forward to moving on to the sewer systems and then eventually the hive. That is going to be one hell of a challenge, and you know what? I actually can't wait. So, until the next time, be good people. I'll catch you in the next one, and see you later. Bye bye.